Can't beat a bit of CT1. Oh, it's only a filter house, although you don't need to do all of that. I know next year it might happen. And then put that back on. So there's only one place where these are going. Thought I'd share the idea. Thank you, mother, for the rabbits. They wouldn't mind keeping the eye out for one of them. Like that. Got to get the black paint out and do a little bit of touching up. Danger, keep out. So yes, I got the old Santex out. She'll do the trick. Remember these magic fingers? 3, 2, 1. There it is, look. You know, you start off with one thing, you end up doing everything, don't you? Surprising how much junk you keep in one little shed, isn't it? Alright guys, little bit of an update on the fish, how they're doing. I've got a little idea about my pumps and the running cost. With my shower that I've got down here. Look at that though, I do want to get one of them. Hello everyone, welcome back. James Koi Whisperer. Today coming up in this video, you can see I've got the old drill out. Well, just stick around for the video. Everything you just saw in those coming up clips are in this video, so hope you enjoy it. Over and out, get on the Makita, I'll see you in a bit. Right then, so I'm in my conservatory. I've just gone through my cupboard. These magazines from Koi Talk are absolutely banging, by the way, as well, issued once a month. It's not a paid promotion, this is a different idea, but I just wanted to give them a shout out while we're here. The wife was like, James, you need to get them all out of the house, get them in your koi shed. I nipped down to my local own bargain store, picked up a couple frames because I just want to see what this looks like. But for people that can't afford all of this fancy koi art, paintings and drawings and stuff that is really, really cool, you can come up with an idea which is budget free. The body on that fish, absolutely stunning. Z-Hammer, that's cheap koi art, and at the same time, Koi Talk magazine get a little bit of viewing on my channel every now and then, because I really highly recommend checking out this subscription. $3.95 a month to get a koi magazine. Thank you, mother, for the koi art. Snippity snip. So, this is how you do it. Take it out, take the paper out. Take that one out. Which one are we going to put in? I reckon I'm going to put this one in. That is a koi that I want to get. Because I think, myself, that looks absolutely stunning. Just imagine that in the pond. Well, you never know, next year it might happen. Turn your frame over. Turn the book upside down. Square it up. You even get to see a filter on the back look. I've been a bit worried about using a bead filter where you can't see inside of it, a bit like the pressure filters. You can't see if they're dirty or not, if you know what I mean, or how much you're taking out each time. But yeah, then from there, put your bit back on, sellotape from there to there, from there to there, and then put that back on. So there's only one place where these are going, and that's in my filter house. Happy days. Put them down there a second. Look at that. I'm well happy with that. Cracking idea. Like I said, it weren't my idea, but I thought I'd share the idea. Thank you, mother, for the rabbits. They're going to go up there and fill that little gap in, I reckon. Oh, aye, yeah. I got one up over there, and I got one up there. Happy days. Definitely worth having a go at that, guys, if you want chuck something in your filter house. Nice and cheap, and you get to use the magazine. So, happy days. You can't beat a bit of CT1. Coming up with another idea. Being in the filter house, come up with loads of crazy ideas. Lube up the back and stick them on. Look at that, look. Fills a little gap there. So when I'm stood back here and I'm showing you my filter house, it looks pretty cool, don't you think? Moving forward onto my calendar, you can see I left it at the beginning of the year. Hence why, because you got to rip the pages off, and I didn't want to wreck the poster. So this is the month we're at this month, look. And look at that. I'll tell you what, I certainly wouldn't mind keeping my eye out for one of them. Absolutely stunning. Bit of the old CT1, works a treat. Just got to wait for that to set, and then I'll clip my old logo back on. Because the wife bought me this, so I can't get rid of it. But I don't know what else to do with it, so I'm just going to put it in that corner and fill that gap. You know what I mean? I know it's only a filter house, and I know there's some people out there saying, oh, it's only a filter house, although you don't need to do all of that. Well, I don't need to do it. I want to do it. That's why I'm doing it. But I'm showing you at the same time. So, I've got another idea. Danger, keep out. That's the boy. Oh. I don't want that today though. She'll do the trick. So yes, I got the old Sandtex out. I've got the floor paint out. And I'm going to just touch up a few of the little bits. Because it doesn't look that bad in here with the eye, guys. But when you get right in with the camera, those little bits show right up. And it does my head in. So what the plan is, I've also going to paint the back of this door today. Because I've got to do it. I don't want to paint the front of the door. The amount of people that say, why haven't I painted the front of the door? Well, the reason being, when you stand back here, it just breaks it up a little bit and the wife likes it. I just never stained it. But I'll probably paint it black one day. But 'tis the dream. That's what it is. Right, so let's get all this painted up. I ain't going to bore you for 10 minutes watching me paint a door. So, remember these magic fingers. 3, 2, 1. There it is, look. Happy days. Can't be bad, can it? Still going to paint the floor as well. See all the little marks? So I'll get all them painted up. So in 3, 2, 1. Lovely and shiny. I decided to give the floor a bit of a coat of paint as well, ready for the winter. Happy days. Well, another few jobs done there. As you can see, absolute glorious day today, which brings me on to a few more little tinkery jobs. You know, you start off with one thing, you end up doing everything, don't you? I got the tools out. I might a little have a tidy up in that shed because there's stuff in there I don't really need. Thank you, mother, for the rabbits. So that's the dog's toy up there, but yeah, I say that quite a bit on this channel. Thank you, mother, for the rabbits. A lot of you people wondering what it means as well. I've said several times. But that being said, look, let's move right on from that. This shed, I'm debating whether to paint it black as well, to be fair. Blend in a bit more with the garden, but I'm not sure. We'll see how it goes. I've got to pick that up as well. Having a dog, that's what they do, don't they? But what I'm thinking, I need to have a tidy up in here because I've got stuff in here all over the place. And I don't really need that pond vac anymore. So I might end up getting rid of that. Surprising how much junk you keep in one little shed, isn't it? But that's for the bin. That's going in another shed because I haven't used it at all. And tidy. Apart from my bucket has had the FMG in, but you can't do anything about that. Just so I can grab the bits that I need, and I've got everything in there, nice and tidy. Look at that though. I do want to get one of them. I ain't gonna lie, I was gonna paint that shed, but look at that. We've just had a bit of a rain and I reckon it's gonna absolutely bucket it down. So spin the camera around and we'll have a look at the koi to see how they're getting on after the treatment. Alright guys, little bit of an update on the fish, how they're doing. After the treatment I put in, I recently put an FMG treatment in the pond. I noticed that I had trick. I found one trick on the slide. Treatment's been in for 48 hours now. I have been over near the pond, stirred them up a little bit. They all think that they're getting something to eat, but I'm not going to put any more food in the pond for another 2 days yet. I want the treatment to completely cycle the pond as best as it can. Speaking to Springbank Koi, and he was telling me a little bit about treatments nowadays and how much they're underdosed and what you've got to put in there to actually get rid of parasites completely. The strength that's needed, the percentage, what it says on certain bottles. I won't go into too much detail there because I don't want to give any advice which might work for me, might not work for you. So yeah, apart from that guys, everyone in here seems to be doing all right after the treatment. They really want some food. I'm in that situation where I don't want to give them any food at the moment. Obviously the trickle-in's still off. It's running through, it's running straight through the drum filter. I did prep the pond before I put treatment in. 2 days before I was due to put any treatment in, I stopped feeding the fish just to make sure there was as minimal waste as possible going through the system, just in case that created me any problems. But everyone seems to be doing fine at the moment. The flicking and the flashing has slowed down a hell of a lot. I have still noticed when I'm not near the pond and I'm looking on the pond camera, every sort of, and it's only minimal, but it could be the parasite still dying off or something irritating them, the treatment through the gills. I'm not saying I haven't seen none flash at all because it's still early days. And well, this treatment's still got another 5 days before it's finished doing what it needs to do. And then I'll turn the water supply back on, check the water quality and start back up. But yeah, it's a nice view from up here guys, isn't it? Likes that a lot. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, it is quite nice when you walk into a nice smart filter house. But that there just leads me on to, I got a little idea about me pumps and the running cost. With my shower that I've got down here, I've got them running off a 30,000 litre an hour pump. The idea is that I wanted to put both of them on separate pumps, so I could tune up the speed if I wanted to, but run the pump slower so it costs less on electric, because at the moment that one there is running flat out and it's using 400 watts an hour. This one is only using 69 watts an hour. So what I might do, just to see if I can save a bit of electricity, is actually, because I've got a spare pump up there, I might actually fit that onto this system eventually, well soon, whenever I've got enough money to buy the little bits of pipework that I need, because those pipework fittings, I've got a few up there, but I ain't got what I need to do what I need to do. So I've got a pipe bracket right up the top, which I'm thinking about taking a feed off of this pipe here to feed my other shower. It's a shame that when I built this, you do make little mistakes, and I made a little bit of a mistake. You can see the two outlets here on this drum. There's also another two round the back. Well, because there's not enough room round the back, down there, unless anyone's got an idea, which I don't know about, which can help me out, I need to put a 90-degree bend on it straight away, but I've only got that little gap to play with. Once you put one of these rubber boots on like that, dust on that, look, I've got to clean that up. I'm only saying how good my filter house is. But yeah, once you put this connection on the back, there's not enough room to put a 90 on, so I need some sort of way of working out of getting it so I can feed my shower. And it's a bit of yibbity jab, a bit of jibbity jab. It's not really making sense. It will make sense when I explain it better, but the floor's still wet, so I can't get right in and show you. So yeah, you're probably thinking, what a complete random video I've just watched. Bit of this, bit of that, bit of him, bit of her. But that being said, look, if you do like the content, subscribe to the channel. I've got loads more things coming up to show you, loads of ideas coming up soon. I am going to explain about that shower systems, what I'm planning to do with it, once I get the money to sort the bits and pieces out that I need to do before I can bang it into a video. I've still got to fit my water pipe around the back of the pond for any of the subscribers that do follow the channel. And yeah, we just take it as it comes. But on that note, guys, I want to end the video here because I've got a bit of editing to do. What you see, what goes on in these videos, takes me hours to edit. But that being said, look, 10-15 minute video, that's all you got, because that's all I can film today, because the day's running out. Happy days, thanks for watching the video, and I'll see you on the next one. That's me, James the Koi Whisperer.